Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the enemy's trying to get to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again. So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The Bucs coming in looking for win #6 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen is a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a gain.
On play action, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now a play fake. Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Fournette. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing in this game.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. That leaves them at 3rd and 1. Brady's going to sneak it, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Play action. Now it's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides are playing at optimum level.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Tom Brady and the Bucs set to go back to work. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. On play action, now Brady. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Brady now on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now Bernard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And Brady will sneak him. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this 1st half of football so far. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards that time for number 14. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's the game of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mayfield. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On first down, Brady. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Brady on third down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Brady now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Wait, that.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Bernard. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Done a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they're not going to get to the line and run another play. So we will. And we're back now in Charlotte. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be brought down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. William Golston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Mayfield down. Flushed out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And he'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. and they're at least trying to finish that strong.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
On play action, now Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point try now for Succop.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
From the 27, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the